Hi guys, I am Felicia, the tiny potato. I am from Trinidad and Tobago and this is my first YouTube video. This video is about my journey into K-pop, how I got into K-pop and being a K-pop girly. Back in 2021, I was doing my degree and I was struggling a bit and losing some hope of completing it. And one night I was scrolling through TikTok and I came across a video of Felix from Stray Kids spelling dispatch and then transitioning into his iconic lines in God's Menu, cooking like a chef on a five-star Michelin. This edit was done by a steak. I, like most K-pop stans, just wanted to know the names, just wanted to know the group, and I spent a week, one entire week, Googling and YouTubing everything I needed to know about Stray Kids. Everything I learned was basically from Skills School and to Kids Room. It was one of the best decisions I made getting into K-pop. So Stray Kids is the first group that I got into, and I, like every baby stay, had one problem, and that was determining the difference between Jonghyun, Ian, and Irino. So after careful examination of their facial features, I was able to distinguish exactly who is who, and I was really proud of myself. So after I got into Stray Kids, I then decided to get into BTS. Now, I knew of BTS when I was in high school, which I believe that's when they debuted. And I knew of them because they came out with Idol, and Idol had Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj is Trinidadian. So I heard this song on the radio, and I was like, well, okay. But I was a One Direction girly at the time, so I did not get into BTS in depth. I just heard the song, I liked the song, and that was it. So after I got into Stray Kids in 2021, I decided to get into BTS, and I had a situation. Jungkook and V had similar hairstyles. I was like trying to distinguish who is who, and I was able to do it. Just as Stray Kids, within a week, I was able to, and now they are my bias and bias wrecker. And it was to see the most a roller coaster ride. To see how they grew from tiny struggling K-pop group to one of the world's biggest, most well-known K-pop groups. Everything I learned was from YouTube videos, their music. After I got into BTS, I took a dive into 80s. And that dive into 80s was because of an Instagram reel by Mingy. And that was it. I was hooked and anchored. But I still do have a small teeny mini little problem where I cannot distinguish Jongho and Yoonho. Like I don't know if it's because their names are so similar, but trying to determine like which one is which is difficult. And then in 2023, I took a deep dive into P1 Harmony. And I still have a huge problem distinguishing most of the members. Like, I know Kiho, I know Intact, and I know Soul, but the rest of the members, I don't know very well. With that being said, that was how I got into K-pop. And being into K-pop wasn't just being there for the music. It was being there, supporting them, and I came to love not only K-pop, but individually the groups, their uniqueness, their talent, and their extremely amazing fan service. Like you tell me, for anniversaries, for important days, they release music and they release content, and it isn't something you get from like a regular artist, but you get it from K-pop groups, K-pop idols, and just on a general, it is amazing that kind of content they produce for their fans. Even the amount of work that goes into their albums, like, come on. So my first album was Ordinary, and it was an impulse buy. I didn't know much about albums. I didn't know if I could get it in Trinidad. And I just didn't have an interest back in 2021 to spend money on an album. And then in 2022, Stray Kids released Ordinary. And 2 weeks after the release, I was like, after knowing the meaning of the album, I was like, I need this. I want this. Like, this is gold. This is precious. So I did get the album. I did get it. And I got one version of each Stray Kids album from then till now. And then I got um 80's latest album, which was at the end of 2023. And then I got Layover and Golden. And then I got P1 Harmony's Killing It. And in the process, I also got some merch. I'm like in depth into K-pop. Being a girly in K-pop, you often hear people ask, or people say that you have a type and your type is Asian and Korean. And as a as a K-pop girl, I could say for sure that isn't true. And hearing people make those statements gets to me a little because they automatically assume and jump to the conclusion that if you like something or is passionate about something, that you have a type, which to me is just not right. Like, no. But I do get that being a K-pop person, you have high standards. Like, I have high standards now. Like, I don't settle for less. Like, if someone cannot give me the kind of happiness that I get from just hearing one song, or the kind of excitement that I get from the announcement of a comeback, I don't want it. Like it's just that simple. And in the Caribbean, you often hear people refer to as um K-pop idols as Chinese guys. And to me, I think that's solely because there are a lot of Chinese citizens in the Caribbean. So automatically, Asians on a whole would be considered Chinese. But I correct who I can. And I feel like every time I post an album, I get messages saying, "Oh, is that a BTS album?" Like, no, it is not BTS. Like, can you not distinguish the difference between BTS members and another K-pop group? Like, I understand BTS is well known, but there are other K-pop groups as well, right? And a lot of times people don't, they ask, but they ask in a way like, it's like so obvious that it's a BTS album. And like, I feel like a lot of time K-pop people in general, K-pop fans are judged really harshly, and that shouldn't be the case. So my intention through my channel is to bring light about K-pop into the Caribbean, and if it reaches worldwide as well. So as I learn about other K-pop groups, K-pop idols, and collect merch, official and unofficial merch, I hope to bring a lot of light into the understanding of K-pop. So as I go on this journey and continue my journey, and I wish to share it with you guys, I hope that you guys would come along and have fun, positive, fun, happiness, smiles, and joy. My channel is all about happiness, positivity, and positive vibes and having fun. So let's have fun with K-pop. Let's enjoy it and let's learn. I continue my journey. I hope that you would come along with me and have a boatload of fun with me, the tiny potato. So if you enjoyed my story and if you want to continue to support my journey, leave a like, a comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys soon. Bye. Love you.